Jones is the only fighter behind the right hand, and down goes Hall.
Straight left hand. Some of the style of the whatever.
Shane Mosley learned Saturday night.
Now, let's go and keep attacking.
In the world of sweet science, Roy Jones Jr. is rightfully hailed as a true genius,
Prince Charles Williams, same kind of a fighter. Right hand.
combining unbelievable speed with terrifying power.
Oh, my. A big right hand by Roy Jones.
He didn't just knock opponents out, he made them look like children in comparison.
Right to the body, down
Unheard of.
Get ready to dive back into the world of beautiful boxing, the world of Roy Jones Jr.
Light heavyweight champion of the world.
This is Boxing Space, and here we go. In 1994, young Roy faced a real maniac in boxing trunks, Thomas Ice-T Tate.
His legs buckled and down goes shoulder. Oh, there's another knockdown.
This dirty scoundrel, not recognizing Roy as a worthy opponent, went as far as insulting Jones and his entire team.
29 victories, 20.
Thomas Tate.
However, this turned out to be a fatal mistake for the loudmouth, as Roy Jones began to crush Ice-T with his hooks like an icebreaker.
Couldn't really land effectively against Jones.
Jones has 5 career.
But apparently, the idiot didn't learn from his mistakes, as he continued to provoke Roy.
And that is the end of round 1. Tate says you didn't hurt me. But Jones has
At that moment, Jones's patience ran out, and in an instant, Roy sent the rascal to the disciplinary district with his signature counterpunch.
96 punches in round 1. Words.
Oh, and down goes Tate. Wow. There's an inside left. He's on the corner rope, standing. Richards deal with the count.
In the end, he taught Tate an unforgettable lesson and avenged the honor of his team.
Roy Jones Jr. does a dance early in round 2. His 6th career second-round knockout.
Roy Jones Jr.
In 2000, Roy Jones faced a true giant, Richard the Destroyer Hall, a man who had already left 23 bodies in his wake.
And when he's in close, we know that Hall has a good chin.
The audience expected Hall to become the Aqua Regia that would dissolve the gold-covered Roy.
Clean fight. Obey my commands. He comes from Jamaica, and Jamaica has.
But the moment the bell rang, Roy, as if he had signed a deal with a demon of dance, started playfully destroying the Destroyer.
You don't want to do anything but just stick your hands out. You don't have to.
Jones is the only fighter in CompuBox history. Now he puts power behind the right hand, and down goes Hall. Customarily, Roy Jones will go after a guy in the first round, test him to see how available he is.
And then Jones, with a sniper-precise shot, decided to one-tap his opponent's jaw.
The one thing about Roy Jones, he has not been a good finisher in a long time.
Well, he hadn't had a first-round knockout since 1997. When he
But
knocked
Richard rose like a phoenix from the ashes.
shot by Jones. And Hall bangs away. He is remembering the jab. And now Hall feels aggressive and goes to Jones's body.
With every punch, Hall was breaking Roy like a toy.
Got taking some beating and just keeps firing back. Tremendous showing by Hall. That's his best round statistically. The bad news was Jones was 38.
But Roy, gathering the shattered pieces of Hall's confidence together, started taking control of the fight.
Jones Fabienza.
Got to throw something to get some air out of him. For good reasons. Evidently, he's been
Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee.
Hard right.
Soon, Jones's fists left the referee no choice but to rescue Hall from a hospital bed.
Why doesn't the referee stop it? What is this? Is a bloodletting. This is absolutely preposterous. Richard Hall should not be taking these shots. Roy Jones Jr.
In 1994, unable to find worthy challengers at middleweight, Roy Jones set his sights on conquering the next division.
This fight by fighting Prince Charles Williams.
But in his very first fight at super middleweight, he faced the reigning champion and the undisputed king of the division, James Toney.
At least a minute or two away from ending, yes. We may be seeing the end of an era.
Hook by Toney.
It seemed like the undefeated Tony would simply end Roy's career in this fight.
In the dressing room, I'm cautioning you again, obey my commands at all times.
Starving man for victory, and there's the bell.
And as soon as the bell rang, Tony charged like a hellhound, pressuring Roy and doing everything to break his spirit.
Like the one he put on Barkley. That was something.
James Toney, since he's such a...
And he seems a bit confused. Or
What's your game plan against Roy Jones? I mean,
It seemed that the challenger would soon be resting on the canvas.
with that foot from Tony. Big shot from
well, I
Tony.
would have told James Toney that 4 rounds ago.
To be a lead is you have 3 judges.
But after recovering, Roy began to humiliate the champion in his signature style.
Here it is now. He somehow finds a way to get out of your way.
Which was really just a 10-second warning for the
You
fighter.
saw what happened. Jones had his hands down, but they're so quick he leaned back and caught
With each blow, Jones brought himself closer to a new
to
belt.
the body against a guy with such quick hands here, because he was fooling around.
You know, Jones, so far, Jones has asserted himself pretty well. Good combination from Jones. Tony into trouble!
And then Roy created one of the most brilliant moments in boxing history.
We've seen from Tony had to be against McCallum and also what he did against Iran
The
Barkley.
ropes when he got pinned there with some beautiful shots back at Tony.
Oh! Big left hook, and down goes Tony! He was caught showing off.
He did by that patented jumping left hook.
In the end, Roy Jones won by unanimous decision and became one of the few boxers to win multiple divisions.
Unanimous decision and new super middleweight champion of the world.
In 1998, Roy Jones Jr. stepped into the ring with a serious threat, Virgil Quicksilver Hill.
Punch by Hill. Back into the corner. And another left. Kitchen is in trouble. Big trouble. And he's going to go. He's down.
Hill was no joke. With an incredible record of 44 wins and just 1 loss, he posed a very real danger to Roy. But as soon as the fight started, Jones began to destroy Virgil with his fists, like Dante.
You get the impression early and doesn't have it in him. He's not. Jones lands the left.
Even with his nickname Quicksilver, Hill couldn't keep up with Jones's high speed.
Another quick left-hand shot by Jones, and he lands the right over the top.
There's not enough weight behind him yet.
Damage to me. But
Out of the jab.
And not eager to drag out the evening, Roy detonated Hill's liver with a brutal blow, causing him hellish pain.
Jones's power over Hill's jab.
Whoa!
Right to the body, down.
Unheard of. Unheard of.
Only the 3rd time Hill's ever been down. He's holding the kidney area on the right side.
Again.
And Steinwinder
Unheard
the
of.
fight. Body shot as well. Long time ago back in Vegas.
Power in his legs now.
Hard left hand by Griffin.
In 1997, the undefeated Montel Griffin became Roy Jones Jr.'s worst nightmare. By handing Roy his first career loss, Griffin created one of the biggest upsets of the year.
So he can't get set for those big punches.
From his low crouching position, there's a scorecard that has Montel Griffin winning the first 2 rounds. Montel got in a couple of very good shots.
Too much punching. So punching his arms after the first round as well as after the second.
Well, I think it's safe to say that these 2 fighters don't like each other. On that target.
The left hook.
Okay, time. Champion of the world, Montel Ice Griffin.
Roy wasn't gonna let it slide. Determined to reclaim his lost crown, he demanded a rematch and finally got it. Even before the bell, it was clear. Roy was locked in.
Rules of the World Boxing Council.
That was true the first time.
And from the very first punch, he began a total dismantling of Griffin.
Wide open for a counter.
About Roy Jones's left hook leads. Jones lands it.
Let me tell you, that first left hook hurt Griffin.
And so does the second one. And Mercanti calls it a knockdown. Saying
By the second minute of the fight, Jones tore Griffin apart with his own hands, sending him straight to Tartarus.
Benefiting by it. Oh, what a left hook. What a left hook.
second knockdown of the round.
That was a leaping left hook, and Griffin may not survive it.
In the end, Roy reclaimed his titles and silenced every last critic.
The most important fight of Roy Jones' life.
Roy Jones began his career with stunning success, knocking out his first 15 opponents.
6. Jones says, come on, Vinny, let's call it a day. That's going to be it.
promoters, realizing the strength of the prospect, decided to deprive him of his sacred zero in his record. After all, in 1992, Jones faced not just any opponent, but a real Mexican killer who had previously been a world champion.
Jones thinks he won't last long.
However, as soon as the bell rang, the prospect, without wasting a second, began to chop up the Mexican's face like a burrito.
Jones lands against the ropes.
And in a moment, Roy sent Jorge straight to the dark lands with a lightning-fast blow.
And the left hand, from down he goes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jones Jr.
In this video, you were able to look back on the brilliant Roy Jones Jr.'s most memorable fights.
Now he puts power behind the right hand, and down goes Hall.
When he got pinned there with some beautiful shots back at Tony.
Oh! Big left hook, and down goes Tony!
Share your thoughts on our video in the comments. This is Boxing Space. See you.